If you look around at the Audi A4, BMW 3 Series, Mercedes C-Class, Volvo S60, Infiniti Q50, so on and so forth, any compact luxury sedan you want, they all have one thing in common. They are all automatic transmission only. The Genesis G70 is the last car in the compact luxury sedan that still offers the option of a row-it-yourself manual transmission, although only 4% of four-cylinder G70 customers buy it. I happen to have one of those manual cars that Genesis has sent me for a week of reviewing. Let's see if the manual transmission is worth your time. Now, under the hood, the manual transmission G70 is only available with the smaller of the two engines, a 2-liter 4-cylinder. Now, that's going to get you 255 horsepower. That's 3 more than you would otherwise get in the automatic. Same amount of torque, 260 pound-feet. Now, this is going to send power to the rear wheels only. You're going to get from 0 to 60 in the low 6-second range. So again, that's a little slower than like a V6 Camry or the 2-liter Accord with a manual transmission, and it is way slower than the V6 version of this car. That's a twin-turbo V6 engine, 3.3 liters. That produces a whopping 365 horsepower, and that'll get you up from 0 to 60 with the 8-speed automatic in 4.7 seconds. So you're not going to buy this car because it is a powerhouse. You're going to buy it specifically for the manual transmission. Now, apart from the 3 horsepower increase that you get under the hood, you do get some other performance upgrades with the manual transmission. You get these larger 19-inch wheels, and behind them sits Brembo brakes. Back here, you may not be able to see it, but Genesis knew that manual transmission enthusiasts would want a limited slip differential at the rear, and you also get a sport exhaust, although I am a little bit disappointed that the sport exhaust only comes out of one side. So with the manual transmission G70, that is a trim level in the G70 lineup, you do get a lot of key features in here. A lot of automakers only offer manual transmission on the stripper model with no features, but that's not what Genesis did. They knew that people who want this transmission might actually also want luxury. Smart, good Genesis. So we've got our manual transmission here, and that's going to include this manual handbrake. So on a regular automatic G70, you are going to get a digital electronic parking brake, but Genesis knew that if you want one of these, you probably want easy access to your manual handbrake, and of course, this will allow you to do handbrake turns. Now, we do have a lot of other features here. The Lexicon 15 speaker audio system comes on this manual transmission trim level, as do heated and ventilated leather seats, and Genesis seems to have some of the best ventilated seats. I live in Florida where it is very, very hot, and these ventilated seats work a treat. Other options include memory seating here on the power leather seats. I also have aluminum pedals down here, and to keep the weight down on the manual transmission model, no sunroof. All right, I'm so excited to tell you guys all about the 6-speed manual. I'm finally getting to drive a G70 with the manual transmission, so let's see how it goes. Darg! And let's try that again. All right, so now we're going. There we go. All right, so you may have noticed I stalled the first time. The first time I ever hopped in this car, I was able to get it up my parking garage just fine. And then when I was backing out trying to do a reversing maneuver, I did stall it. So again, I kind of stalled on purpose just for the camera, but I wanted to prove a point, which is that this manual transmission and gearbox combination, I was so excited to drive it. As I've mentioned, this is the only car in the segment that offers one of these, but Genesis just didn't nail it right. The clutch itself is quite heavy, and it doesn't offer a nice bite point. The bite point is very weird to find, so you really have to kind of ride the clutch when you're getting it going, giving it a lot of gas as you start up, and if you don't get it perfectly correct, you're gonna stall like I did back there. Then when you're actually going through the motion of shifting the gears, it's mushy. The transmission just doesn't have that nice notchy feel that you get from like a Honda or even like a Toyota Corolla hatchback. Actually feels a little bit more fun to row than this. And I know that's an insult, but this transmission dates all the way back to the Genesis Coupe, which was a Hyundai model. And if you've ever driven one of those, you know that car was not known for the notchiness of its transmission. So if you're buying this car because you want it to be more fun, this isn't the way to do it, sadly. I think I would have much more fun with the more powerful V6 engine, which of course only comes with an automatic transmission. All right, so we've taken a look at the 2020 Genesis G70 with the manual transmission. We've seen what you get mechanically, we've seen what you get on the interior, and we've tried out that manual transmission model. And as an enthusiast, it really pains me to say this, but I would not recommend the manual transmission. I think that the Genesis G70 is best with the twin turbocharged V6 engine, followed by this guy with the 8-speed automatic, and then in a distant third, this manual transmission. I know I'm going to get crucified in the comment section by manual transmission enthusiasts. Guys, I'm right there with you. I love to buy manual transmissions that are offered, but Genesis just didn't do a good enough job on the transmission in this car to make it justified to me, and I have a feeling this guy is going to go away soon. Now, if you're a manual transmission diehard and you don't care about anything I said, go ahead and get it. I think the packaging is at least good, but again, I promise you, you'll probably have more fun with a V6 in this car. We really hope you've enjoyed this video on the 2020 Genesis G70. For more information on this car, check the link in the description below for more information over on CarBuzz.com. And if you really enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button. That helps us a whole lot, and hit the notification bell to be alerted of our latest videos. I'll see you next time.